What's happening, guys? Today I'm going to show you 5 really simple ways that you can improve your shuffle. Let's get to it. So shuffle is one of those deceptively tricky grooves to get just right. And I've been in enough situations and recorded enough tunes to know that sometimes my shuffle, and I'll hold my hand up to this, was not the best. But what I've done is I've worked on it enough to kind of improve it and get to the stage where it sounds kind of authentic. So let's get straight to it. Number 1, swing. Putting the right amount of swing on your shuffle makes all the difference. Now, what do I mean by swing? Well, swing is the spacing of those notes. Let me show you. I'm going to play a shuffle, really simple. I'm going to use up on the ride cymbal. I'm going to play the shuffle ride cymbal pattern. Nice, simple, soft 2 and 4. Feather the bass drum. Sounds like this. That was a nice, simple, middle-of-the-road, generic shuffle to me. If you were to space those notes too far apart and make them almost like 30-second little skips, it's going to sound terrible. It's going to sound like this. That does not swing. If you don't space them enough, though, it starts to sound kind of just too straight and sounds like this. And that sure as hell doesn't swing either. So spacing those notes is really important. One little trick, if you remember my click track exercise video, I'll link it up this space around here. I talked about spacing the notes and placing the click track on an E or an A, for instance. Now you could just do that in a shuffle and play the click track where the click is on the ta or the last triplet. So a 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. That's going to help you space that note really accurately in middle of the road. Now, number 2, the backbeat. Now, the backbeat is important depending on the type of shuffle you're playing. As music has developed and drumming has developed and Instagram and everyone's got compressors and you're all compressing your stuff, the tendency is that people think that you can smack the hell out of your snare drum in any situation. Let me demonstrate. So if I hit the snare drum too loud in this shuffle that we're just going to play, it's just going to sound out of place. Don't hit it hard enough, you have the opposite problem. It just doesn't carry. So it needs to have a little bit of volume, but not too much. But just try to find a nice balance where that backbeat is just giving it that push on 2 and 4. Now, number 3 is do not use as many ghost notes. Ghost notes are cool, I get it. They're super fun. They challenge your hands, they make your grooves sound so silky, but they can absolutely kill your shuffle, especially your halftime shuffle. Let me demonstrate. Now, a halftime shuffle, all we're going to do is we're going to take that ride cymbal pattern, chuck it on the hi-hat for now, take the snare drum, and instead of 2 and 4, I'm going to shove it to beat number 3. Sounds like this. Now, what usually happens is students learn the full halftime shuffle, the Rosanna. Sounds like this. And of course that's a really cool groove, but it's too much all the time. That's a place to go. That's the end sort of goal. That's the big part of the song. But you can play just as effective a halftime shuffle without those ghost notes. Let me show you. Those ghost notes can be your end of the song. You start there and you can build a song just by adding and taking away some ghost notes and some extra hi-hat lifts. Number 4, learn the different types of shuffles. Now I just demonstrated 2. I played what I would call a time shuffle, just normal 2 and 4 backbeat, and a halftime shuffle. But there are so many different subgenres of shuffle. You got your Texas shuffle, Chicago shuffle, stumble shuffle, you've got a backbeat shuffle, you've got a jazz ride cymbal shuffle, you've got a country shuffle. Really dig into your style instead of just trying to learn one example that you think is going to work in every single musical situation you find yourself in. And finally today, number 5, is going to be swag. Now what I mean by this is put some point on your shuffle. Give it a bit of shoulder. These are all things that I've been told, and I was like, what do you mean shoulder? If you play it in a kind of a dismissive, almost, I don't care about the notes kind of way, it sounds like this. Which is okay, I guess. But if you put a bit of energy into it, a bit of swag, a bit of kind of it's going to make it sound and feel so much better. And remember, your job as a drummer is to make the music feel good. So if I put a bit of swag in it, a bit of shoulder, a bit of point on that ride cymbal, it's going to sound a bit like this. So there we have it, guys. 5 tips to help you improve your shuffle, make them better, make those shuffle gigs, those blues gigs that you're doing sound even better. If you dug this lesson, please hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments below some of your favorite shuffles, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much for watching my video. Do not forget to enter my subscriber giveaway, where you can win all these prizes that are floating in and around me at the moment. All you gotta do, click the link in the bio. That'll give you all the instructions. Good luck.